What's going on? I thought I would just do a little quick update video because I got some stuff to talk about. So where to begin? I'm going to try not to post as much Fortnite stuff because Fortnite's watered down. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Fortnite, it's watered down to the point where it's literally there's no taste. There's no more taste. It's everything, like Fortnite has been milked to the bone. Literally, Fortnite is a cow with nothing on it. Nothing on it at all. It's literally just almost a cow skeleton. It's like that meme where it shows like a cow, but it's got like Bethesda logo on it or something, and then the CEO or the head of Bethesda is milking, it's Skyrim. The cow will have Skyrim's logo on it, and then the CEO of Bethesda will be like, "Come here, let me milk you some more." Why? Anyway, Fortnite's gotten everywhere, but I don't think Fortnite will do anything for me. Literally, the videos that have been getting the most viewers, the streams that have been doing the best, ironically, are from a game that nobody plays anymore, which is Terraria. And so I have decided not to post as much Fortnite stuff because it's like literally there's like hundreds of channels out there doing it now, posting Fortnite, clickbait, Allie, Ninja, even some of the YouTubers you wouldn't even think to do it, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. They're getting in on the new craze, and I mean, yeah, they understand that that'll get them, that'll get them people, that'll get them views, that'll get them subscribers, but I don't want to be known as a Fortnite channel. I want to do legitimate stuff. It's hard nowadays. Usually, I don't have a lot. Let me just say now, I don't have a lot at all. I don't have a lot of games. I don't have a lot of time. I'm not gonna have a lot of time here in like a week because school's about to start and it's gonna be limited to how much I can get done. But it is. I don't want to be known as a Fortnite channel. Legitimately, bad grammar. Legitimately, I despise Fortnite, even though I have tons of streams, tons of videos, and all kinds of stuff related to it. I don't like Fortnite, but it's kind of like I'm addicted. I'm sort of addicted to Fortnite. It's all I have to play, really, because Monster Hunter World. I'll get to Monster Hunter in a second. I'll have a completely new thing for Monster Hunter, but like Monster Hunter is boring now. Even though all the DLC stuff and all the monsters they're adding, it's boring. It's literally tasteless. I don't get no enjoyment. I don't even sit there for I don't even hunt. I'll load up Monster Hunter and then I won't even be in there like 5 seconds. I don't even pick the character I want, and then I'll be like, I don't want to play this, and then I'll go somewhere else. Got a game, Mad Max. I beat it at least 3 times. I already know everything. I already know how to get everything. So that's another thing that I can't play. Terraria. Terraria is the most successful thing on my channel right now. So maybe more Terraria. May continue to keep doing new stuff every single day. I'm gonna play something in the background, so may turn down the volume.
How's it going, guys? Dre here, and welcome back to Finding Bigfoot, which is now simply called Bigfoot. Now, a new update has happened in the game, and it's basically a whole new game. We have a new map and a new
This is my channel. This is my video. So, Terraria is going to be the best thing I can do. Can't do Minecraft. I don't want to be known as a Minecraft YouTuber as well. Minecraft nobody will watch it. Just like nobody watches Fortnite. Like, literally, nobody is going to watch anything Minecraft related. Even though I just recently came up with an idea for Minecraft, so I can at least get something out there related to it. But Minecraft probably won't do it for me. Black Ops 3, really don't have anything. Everyone's playing the Black Ops 4 beta now. Nobody's going to be on Black Ops 3 unless they hate the Black Ops 4 beta and they want the old Black Ops 3 experience, which I haven't played it yet. I don't even have the money to pre-order it, so when I get it, and probably by that time everyone will have it, and I already have videos, and then there won't be no reason to make videos about it. So yeah, it's boring. YouTube, I want to try to get a foothold in this business. I want people to like me. It's been my goal since day one. I want people to like me, but it's impossible. You can't do anything on YouTube. Sure, yeah, you can go outside and kick a squirrel and be like, I kicked this squirrel through a field goal, and then people will be like, what? You didn't do that. That's crazy. He didn't kick a squirrel through a field goal. And I don't want to become those prank YouTuber. I don't want to become a prank YouTuber, even though I also did have an idea for something related to the KSI versus Logan Paul thing, weirdly enough. But also, I can get some World War II stuff out there, but I can't anymore because I sold World War II. Could have got Injustice 2, sold that as well. Middle Earth Shadow of War, could have got that out there, sold that as well, because I just need money. I need money for stuff. Probably gonna sell Monster Hunter if nothing gets added to it. Nothing big gets added to it soon. I would like. I'll bring that up soon. But what else do I have? I recently just re-downloaded Fallout Shelter. I'll probably get videos about that out there, and try my best to make it appeal to some people. But it's really hard when you don't have a lot. I may end up borrowing games or something, or renting games to try to get something done or get some footage out there, because I ain't got nothing. And everything I do have, I've either played and it's boring for me, or everyone else has stuff on it, so nobody's gonna watch it. So, but let me get on to the Monster Hunter thing. All right, Monster Hunter has become it was my number one hyped thing for the entire year last year. It's like as soon as it was revealed, I knew right then and there, I need to get my hands on this, because I'm going to be playing this for hours upon hours upon hours. And it's become dull for me. Monster Hunter World, literally the best game in the franchise, unless we're talking about Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, that was one of the most successful games in the franchise. But this one has console, HD, PC release to back it up. This thing is everything. All right, this is everything. So 4 Ultimate is but a child compared to this thing. But 4 Ultimate, at least there was something there. At least I could, every single day, I would go to the nearest bookstore or cafe to get an internet connection. I didn't have any internet at the time. And then I would get up with some people and be like, hey, let's go hunt Gogmazios, or hey, let's go hunt Dalamadura. You know, there was always a reason, because I would always lose those fights, and I'd be like, you know what? Today's the day I get to look at that Gogmazios armor. I get to get some of that Dalamadura armor for my dude. And once I've completed it, you know, I wouldn't have to look at it again. I can say I bested a Dalamadura. Well, I had some help, but me and some other dudes bested a Dalamadura, or me and some other dudes bested Gogmazios. Of course, there's those crackheads out there who are like, I did it in 15 minutes because I am amazing. Yeah, but I'm a team player, so I may just be bad at a game. I may just be bad at Monster Hunter because I play with people online. I will admit, I probably am just one of the worst Monster Hunter players, because as soon as I got to high rank, I was like, I need some friends. Anybody want to help? You know? But if you wasn't, if you, If you weren't supposed to play with people online, then why would they put it in the game? It's there for a reason. Dude, you play with people online on Monster Hunter? You play high rank or you play G rank with other people? Man, you're such a pussy. You're so bad at the game. Well, if that was the case, then why did they put it in the game? If it's such a bad thing that I play with other people, then why is it in the game? If it wasn't in the game, I wouldn't play with people. Obviously, because I wouldn't have the ability to play with people. It would be strictly myself. But this Monster Hunter World's got dull for me. Let me bring up some key points. All right, Kulvetroth came out, a beautiful, beautiful area to fight her in. Her own little area, with a cool name, cool thing. It was a siege. It was one of my first. Excuse me. It was one of my first siege monsters. And I was sitting here thinking, wasn't Darren Morin a siege monster? No. He was a monster where you got on a ship and he was right here and you shoot over to him. But, you know, that's another thing. My first siege monster. And granted, as hard as she was fun at the same time. But then, after Kulvetroth, it started to go downhill for me. And it all started with Lunastra. My opinion, I hate Lunastra. And you'll like, everyone who talks about Lunastra is gonna be like, she's just a reskin of Teostra with different horn shape and different moveset. And then other people will argue with like, well, yeah, but that's the point, you know. She's the female version of Teostra. She's got completely new. She's supposed to have a different moveset. She's like Rathian. At least Rathian had a completely new. Her weapons had a completely new thing. You know, Rathalos has fire weapons. And what does Rathian have? Poison, because she has poison. Even though she shoots fire from her mouth, she has poison. Her main thing's poison. So her weapons are poisonous. But not Lunastra. No. Teostra has blast weapons. And what does Lunastra have? Blast weapons. Even though nothing about her is blast. She has strictly fire. Blue fire. If you could have got it, if her weapons would be, I think her weapons would be more OP if they were like blue fire instead of regular fire, and so they do more damage against whoever's weak to fire, you know. But no, it just disappoints me. Because they could have literally, they got, the time they took them to get Lunastra out in the game, it would have just took like maybe a month ahead of that, or a month longer if they would have worked on something completely new, or something, because Brachydios, Zinogre, Nargacuga, Tigrex, everyone like Monoblos. I didn't fight in a lot of Monoblos, but you know, his skeleton's already in the game. It's Diablos. So bring Monoblos in there, bring Brachydios, Nargacuga, and Tigrex, and Barioth, you know, not Barioth, he's already in there, Barioth, all the pseudo-wyverns. That'd be great. Zinogre, thought to be the only fanged wyvern in the universe, and then of course, you know, Kadachi, Odogaron, all those people came in and they were just like, welcome, you know. But Zinogre, a Thunder Wolf, his weapons are amazing, his armor is amazing, him as a monster is amazing, his theme is amazing. Think of it as think of what his theme would be like in Monster Hunter World. Every single theme has got their own remix to it. Like, you know, even the Monster Hunter theme itself got a remix for the trailer. It's like a more epic, more, you know, it's a weird remix, but it's still really good. And of course, a lot of the other monster themes, you know, the Rotten Vale the Rotten Vale battle theme, that is considered one of the best themes. Freaking, in my opinion, Valhazop's theme is amazing. Betelgeuse, Nergigante, all of these cool themes, you know. We just think of classic monsters and how cool and iconic their themes were, and remixed them for Monster Hunter World, and just imagine how great that would sound. But no. We had to get Lunastra. A monster that doesn't even share the same traits as her male counterpart, but yet has the same abilities that his weapons do. Her weapons are blast weapons, and she does not use blasts. I fought her one time. Of course, I fought her one time because she was hard, and I might just be bad because I don't want to fight anyone without backup. But that's just me, That's just how I play. If you have a problem with it, then go F yourself. I don't even care. But she doesn't use blast, but yet her weapons are blast. It just baffles me, and so that made me mad. And right after that, Capcom did another questionable thing. They're releasing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on the Switch and not on the 3DS. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, excuse me? 2 years ago, when I purchased this game that was known as Monster Hunter Generations, and it came with all these cool styles and these cool monsters and these, all this great stuff, but it wasn't finished. It wasn't finished. It didn't have G rank. It went up to high rank. That's it. It's considered a spin-off game. I don't see how. But I had to spend $60 for a game that wasn't finished. And then now you're gonna tell me that I need to spend $360 to get a system and the game that it goes for, when the game that it goes for is supposed to be the finished version of the game I got 2 years ago for $60. You're telling me I have to spend $360 for a game that should have been finished 2 years ago, or should have got a finished version at least a year ago. But no. You're telling me I have to spend $300 on a new system, a completely new system, and $60 for a game that should have been finished 2 years ago. Should have at least had a lot more content. I didn't even play a lot of Generations. That was another one I got bored with, because the maps were like, some of the maps came over from Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate has some great maps. I'm not even gonna argue about that. They had great maps. And then, of course, some of those came over to Generations, and then Generations revived some older ones, and, but you're going to make me spend $300 for a brand new system, and then $60 more for the game that I bought 2 years ago that wasn't finished? What are you smoking? Like, what's in your drink that's making you think of this? And the funny thing is, they're still coming out with 3DS. They're coming out with different themed 3DS systems every single month. Every single month I see Nintendo's coming out with a new Pokemon 3DS, a new Minecraft 3DS, because they're over there just hanging out with Xbox, But you don't want to release a game that should have been finished 2 years ago on a 3DS. Literally, a game that should have been finished, or at least had a lot more content, for a 3DS, and in its finished version, I'm gonna play a new system. It blows my mind. It blows my mind how dumb that was. They're gonna have to. It makes me so mad. Because the 3DS, if you're still coming out with new 3DS themed 3DSs every single month you're coming out with a new 3DS. Literally for 5 months straight last year, you came out with 2DS, new 3DS XL, new 2DS, 2DS XL, the new 2DS XL, literally back to back to back to back. And now you're giving up on your handheld system because the Switch can go from home console to portable console with just one little dick flick. It blows my mind. And of course, with the most recent addition to Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, not 4 Ultimate, Monster Hunter World. Let me get to that. Alright. Behemoth. Haven't even fought him yet. And I'm already bored with him. Because the way that people make him out to be, he was hyped because it was a Final Fantasy 14 crossover with Monster Hunter. And of course, there's also the Kula thing. But seeing his gameplay, of course, you know, this could all be false, and I'll have to actually play against Behemoth to really make it a conclusion. Like, he just looks boring. Everything he does. Every single thing he does. And some YouTubers were coming out with theories. It's like, his skeleton looks a lot like Zenogre's skeleton. So Zenogre could be coming to... And they were talking about how... I mean, that's a valid point. How if they're willing to collab with another game from a completely different developer or game, developer, and put their monster in this game, and then put our monster into that game, it opens the door to many possibilities. But at the same time, some of those YouTubers, like, his skeleton is the same as Zenogre's. Just as I was saying, his skeleton is the same thing as Zenogre's. It's sort of similar to Zenogre's, so that could open the door to Zenogre. But when you look at him running, and when you look at him jumping, it's literally Nergigante without wings. His running animation's the same as Nergigante. It's Nergigante, man. His roar's Nergigante. So, Behemoth just doesn't strike me. He doesn't even have the flash, no pun intended, that Kulturov had. Sure, yeah, he has an instant KO move that requires you to get behind the rock. But that's what a certain YouTuber, Rage Gaming, that's what he was talking about. Is he said it takes an MMO thing, it takes like an MMO action and puts it in Monster Hunter where, oh, this thing's about to happen, so you better get behind the rock, Like I said, I'll probably just have to play against him to really make a conclusion, but he just seems so boring. He looks amazing. And I was sitting here thinking, are we going to make armor out of him? And so we'll be walking around with this dark brownish muscular armor on with these horns? That'd be amazing. But no. Literally, his skin and hide turns into metal. The Dragoon armor. Behemoth just disappointed me. He already disappoints me and haven't even fought against him. Once again, I'll have to play against him to make a conclusion. But Monster Hunter World has just become so boring. It's not fun anymore. It's dull. There's no colors like in the old 3DS games. Now, colors has nothing to do with it. But it's just Monster Hunter World is just so... It's so boring. Okay, maybe it has something to do with the picture or the game style. The environments in Monster Hunter World are amazing. They're the best. My jaw dropped when I first saw one of these maps. They're amazing. But even though... Literally, I'm sitting here thinking about maps from Monster Hunter Ultimate. Like, I'm sitting here thinking about Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and their maps. and they're monsters. And I get vibrant colors. I'm taking this off because it's super hot in here. I got my vent covered and everything, but For Ultimate was just, even though it was on a 3DS system and it didn't even look as amazing as World, it had the colors to back it up. It had the vibrancy to back it up. You can remember a map from 4 Ultimate. You can remember a map from Generations or 3 Ultimate. 3 Ultimate at least. You can remember those maps. You can remember 4 Ultimate maps. You can remember Generations maps, even though some of the older ones, even though they were remastered and they didn't have good colors to begin with, and they were kind of dull anyways, you can still remember them because the 3DS gave them color. But not World. I picture a map from Monster Hunter World, and I just see a gray wall. That's literally the ancient forest. It may look green. It may look sunny. And of course, there are the times when it rains or the times when it's dark. But at least 40 to at least half of that, half of the percentage of that map is gray and colorless. The Wild Spiral Waste. That is a great map. I'll give it that. I like it. I like the Wild Spiral Waste. I actually like fighting on it more than I like Coral Highlands or Elder's Recess. But once again, there's some elements that just take everything away. It's just so boring. Coral Highlands. Yes, it has the colors. Yes, it has the scenery. Yes, it has the lighting. But does that keep it from being boring? Absolutely not. Of course, yeah, there are some... Okay. I just thought of something. Alright. Okay. Even though 3 Ultimate, 4 Ultimate, any game before Monster Hunter World, even though they were layered off or sectioned off more rather than, even though they had a loading screen between Area A or Area 1 and Area 2, at least, even though there was a loading screen, there was always something in that area to get your attention. Whether it be a giant skeleton or water hitting lava and then mixing, or just like giant spikes coming out of the ground, vast fields of golden rock. There was always something in every single area for Monster Hunter, for the old Monster Hunters. For Ultimate, absolutely. There was little, I vaguely remember walking through an area in 4 Ultimate. It was in the, I can't even remember the name of it now. It's been forever. But I can remember looking at the area, and I can remember the area. I just can't remember the name right now. But, it was a spider. It was the cave area where you found the Trovarians. Trovarians were like, hey, go in here and kill the spider, you know. And then, of course, lava filled it up, and then you get two different fronts. Sunken Hollow, that's it. Was it Sunken Hollow? I can't even remember. I remember going to the spider web where you fight Nursilla for the first time, and seeing one of those bulbs, those woven bulbs hanging from the ceiling, and I was like, what's in that? It was a Gypsaros. And that probably does not strike you that probably does not amaze you as much as it does me, but there was always something to get your attention in every single area. In 4 Ultimate, 3 Ultimate, any other game before that. It's just the areas were so beautifully crafted in the old world, you know. old world had some iconic places. Obviously, because it's the old world and everyone's played it 1,000 times. But they catch you. They catch you. But Monster Hunter World doesn't. So, even though it's not as, it's all connected, other than the Rotten Veil, there's nothing to get my attention. So this kind of turned into an update video. This went from an update video to a Monster Hunter World rant video, but I had to get something out. So I'll have more videos coming up soon. Hopefully I can find something to record, but if I can't, I'll take a break. Probably go get a job somewhere or something. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Like I said, I'll get more stuff out there, but be watching out. I'll see you all later. Peace!